right, everyone, welcome to JELLE'S Marble Reactions. With you, Pat Bernard and Rob Morris. Rob, how you feeling?
I'm doing great, brother. You ready to roll?
I'm ready to roll.
Let's do it.
So, for Event 2 in this year's Marble League, JELLE'S is giving us HALFPIPE. Now, HALFPIPE in this event, hosted by Team Galactic, is not the same as HALFPIPEs that you and I have researched and seen in the past. This is plumb one big old HALFPIPE. So, the way that the course is set up, out of the gates, two teams will be lined up with each other. Yes, that's with each other. Look at Rob's hands. He's got it right on the money. So, imagine then two teams. Sorry, I can't stop looking at that.
Yeah, I can't get the one in the back to be crossed over with the... You'll see it.
They alternate. One's in front in row 1, the other's in the back. One's in front of row 2, the other's in the back. It alternates. So, the goal of this event and for these teams is to stay up into the HALFPIPE for as long as possible.
This is a classic last marble standing event.
Classic. What we'll see then is the first score, the first marble that finds itself down onto the bottom of the track, their score is nullified. So imagine an outlier, a guy who just got to the end just a little too fast. It's not going to hurt your team. The cumulative time of the last 3 marbles to finish the HALFPIPE added up. The team's goal is to get their time as large as possible, which is to say you want 3 marbles to stay up into the course the longest. Point blank period.
It reminds me of snowboarding, that HALFPIPE. Not only because it's a beautiful, crisp, white course, but just seeing several different marbles kind of make their way down this long, singular HALFPIPE at the same time feels very X Games to me. Might call it the M Games. We don't have to call it that, but you could. Let's take a look at the HALFPIPE. Beautiful course. Loving the use of the Legos as always. One of the best things. I can't tell. They Legos or Mega Blocks? Stardust and the crew with our example run.
Stardust is a great king.
Absolutely. Benevolent.
Doesn't ask anyone to do anything that he wouldn't do himself.
That's how he does it. He lays it out first and says, this is the game we play. My run didn't even count because I was first. Team Galactic and Mellow Yellow up first.
We don't ever do that. We don't ever do the fine roll dough or...
It's hard to find roll dough when we're trying to find some scores for our fantasy team. And
Mellow Yellow.
Galactic and Mellow Yellow out the gate. Feeling good about it. Fairly even.
Oh, Mellow Yellow's got the longer runner.
Yeah, they definitely had the farther up course for sure.
If you have one superstar run, you could just win the dang thing.
That's true. That team could take it. So M1 nullified, as you mentioned. Combined scores of M2, 3, and 4. We're going to put Mellow Yellow in first ahead of Team Galactic. Team Galactic off to a tough start so far.
In front of their own people, yeah.
Absolutely. To have to start every round, you know.
Whoa.
Wow, excellent performance here. We're seeing Raspberry Racers do just fine, but unfortunately it's not going to be just fine enough.
That was a good run.
That was absolutely a beautiful run. You got to feel good about that. And that's a new Marble League record.
That was the best run. By a margin. The previous record wasn't even 30, and they scoped 34.
They just hung out with both of those. That M3 and M4 just lingering. Really impressive.
Crooked number.
Balls of Chaos and Green Ducks.
Looks like camo.
Nothing in the race for us. Yeah, it absolutely does. Ooh, gotta feel good about that. Green Ducks. Looks like they're putting something up.
Wow.
A lot of Balls of Chaos showing up down there at once.
There's no chance that record that Minty Maniacs just set up isn't broken by the end of the day.
You think so?
That's my take.
That's what we have going on right now, man. I'm
just
seeing
the nature of the course.
That was pretty solid by the Green Ducks. It was tighter than I thought because of that last Balls of Chaos M4. Really did put up a good good score here. Oh, the Hazers and the Midnight Wisps.
They're your boys.
Excited to see the smoke Here we
Yeah,
go.
first guy just
I
ran
feel
away.
fine about it. I feel okay. I think we're in good shape. There
An
we
8.
go. Hazers.
A 10.
Hazers.
A 12.
That looks tight.
That was tight.
They both kind of paired off, and there was one of each kind of in each area for a little while there.
I'll be
But
happy
the
with that
Hazers are going to take it 31.
The Hazers would have broken the record had they gone first before the Minty Maniacs.
Wow, absolutely. Very impressive.
Very impressive. Whoa, this is a controversial grouping right here.
Absolutely. The O'Rangers fan favorite as well as the Savage Speeders. And the O'Rangers have showed up.
The Rangers are doing
Look
something
at
devilish.
this. Look at
Devilish.
this.
They're the last 3 marbles to finish. Only 8 came.
All of the
Whoa.
marbles were off the course, and every scoring marble for
Yes.
the O'Rangers remained alone. New course record, knocking
you,
them
bro.
off. You were absolutely right there, Pat.
Wow. Yes, they lapped them. Holy
Savage Speeders, you
gosh.
just got spanked.
They did not get spanked. Tail between their legs type performance, man.
Absolutely. And here we go, Crazy Cat's Eyes versus
is
the
a-
Hornet, another Rob-Pat pairing.
Match up, boys.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's
Oh,
pretty
man.
good. That's pretty good. Again,
One.
pairing off. Kind of 2 from each team, but we're seeing
Cat's
Crazy
Eyes
Cat's Eyes get that with their
Cat's Eyes won.
M3 and 4 taking it for them.
That is super.
Yeah, Crazy Cat's Eyes with 4 ahead there, 34. Bumblebees and the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Ooh, I don't know. The Bumblebees
In
look
a
like they
hurry, have
have
to finish
2.
points. They do have 2.
I'm feeling good about this as an owner of the Bumblebees.
It's a good run.
Absolutely, they're
a
showing
good
up
run.
here. Did we break 30 on that? 30 seems to be the number in this particular event for these particular teams.
They did break
And
30.
we did break 30, 30.82 for the Bumblebees. I'm feeling great about
That's
that.
really good.
Savage Speeders got to be disappointed today.
Okay,
Here
we're
we
doing
go.
2 runs a team. We're
The
doing
next
2 runs
run.
a team.
How can they do? And Galactic showing up this time. You've got to at this point. Honestly, as the host team,
You gotta do better.
with the balancing performance,
Yeah.
you got to show up. So at least they got themselves up there. Okay. I can't be mad about that, honestly.
30 break.
26 is pretty weak. 26.72.
Yes. Okay, I'll see if another course record can't be set.
Bar is high. The
Oh,
bar is
Minty
high.
Maniacs.
No, they're not
Yeah, I
doing
agree.
it. Raspberry showing up,
Raspberry.
trying to prove they
No.
are still in this, just like always.
God, that 3rd marble just means so much.
M4 for the Raspberry Racers. Very impressive. Kind of got away
Collision.
from everybody.
It's a collision right there. That wall on the left side is doing a lot more damage. I thought it would help. It's not.
Absolutely. It's an unpredictable course, even though it's so straight and narrow.
Yes.
But the way that these players get in and have to deal with each other, it changes everything. Balls of Chaos is right.
Decent enough run. Decent enough run.
Another replay for it. A solid breakup in that first section is going to give you everything you need to get away from the other players. Hazers trying to hold on to it against the Midnight Wisps, and it doesn't look great for him. Breaking 2 to the right out the gate. And it's looking like the Wisps
Yeah.
are going to take this.
Pretty average run, unfortunately.
Yeah, really pretty weak overall from the Hazers, actually. Not breaking 25 there.
Where are we at? Okay.
It's a very different run.
Yes.
We're looking at a very different situation. Let's see if the Savage Speeders can pick up that embarrassing first heat. Wow.
No, but O'Rangers,
The O'Rangers
O'Rangers
still
did
showed
good.
up.
O'Rangers
What are
did
you
really
going to
good.
do?
this is their event, man.
Absolutely. The O'Rangers look like they might have just snagged the podium. We'll see what everybody else can do.
They're in first.
Absolutely.
Rangers are in first. They got the course record, and they got first place.
Well, and with such a lively fan base, you want to see them do well. And they're out the gate. Crazy Cat's Eye staying on the course. Absolutely seeing some Hornets dive into the end zone.
Not a good run by the Hornets at all.
Absolutely not. And an M4 for Crazy Cat's Eyes. Looks like it might have been Cyan Eye. That's one of them.
What color?
It's cyan.
Oh, okay. I do love that Yelly's is giving before each second run, they're telling you the difference, which is to say how good the team has to do to find themselves in first. Some of these numbers are insane. Like Thunderbolts have to score 40 in this run to get in first.
Here we go. All right, with the
Yeah.
Thunderbolt said no way.
Yeah,
Thunderbolt said no way, Bumblebees, not tonight.
Clearly two teams affecting each other. Thunderbolt sending the last Bumblebee down the track while keeping itself up.
Very impressive.
Right.
Overall,
here.
not great runs time-wise. They were still a little low. All right, and we take a look at the final results from Halfpipe.
Oh.
Those two heats really had strong impacts on each other.
Yeah.
We saw a big change. Not a lot for the Savage Speeders. They had a rough day overall. But the Oceanics dropped down dramatically to snag that bottom spot. No points gained in the overall league. The O'Rangers, fan favorite, wrecking the course. Pat, your thoughts?
That's unbelievable. We saw our best three runs in the first set of runs. We saw the best three times in that run one. Course record broken twice today. I mean, looking at these standings, not a good day for Savage Speeders, clearly. But O'Rangers, what a deserved... did they not have... They had the second highest time in run two, and they had the highest time in run one. So, I mean, give them 25 isn't enough for them today. They deserve every single point they've been given.
It's an interesting thing how the teams that really show up are somehow so consistent, and it's looking like O'Rangers is going to have a good season. It's still very early. There's still a lot that can happen, but I have to say I'm impressed with them. And yet I'm not rooting for them because they're not my team. I'm not an O'Rangers fan, but I'm impressed with them. Like we talked about in other videos that we've done, I think that the O'Rangers are our proverbial Yankees, Cowboys third act of the sports film villain. They're the ones to be taken down. Absolutely. I'm not a fan.
And in real life, the fans travel well.
Which is great and good for them, but it's probably all money.
Know what I mean? Like, travel well to say that if it doesn't matter if they're playing in Los Angeles or New York, you'll see our Rangers fans in the stands. And yeah, I mean, we don't have great clarity after event 2, but we know a little more, and the teams at the bottom can start to worry. The teams at the top now have something to hold on to.
Absolutely, man. Are we seeing anything that's kind of turning around here? Let's take a look at the overall scoring for the league. Okay, so we take a look now at the standings across Marble League 2020. After Event 2 of 16, the Halfpipe finds Minty Maniacs in first place, 40 points. They're 9 points ahead of the Rangers and Crazy Cat's Eyes, which are tied for second, and we have yet another tie for fourth and fifth between the Raspberry Racers and the Midnight Wisp. It is already neck and neck at the top, and the disparity between the top and the middle, it's already looking huge. Pat, your thoughts?
Between first and sixth is as many points as sixth has.
Great point.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
We're starting to see real separation. The events will come, the medals will come, the points will start to find themselves in different teams' pockets, hopefully. If this continues, this is going to be a runaway. To think that the Savage Speeders have 3, I won't concentrate on myself, I apologize, but looking at the table as a whole, 9-point lead gives them just mental calmness. You're not freaking out, you just go out and perform. You have 9 points to play with. That's crazy. And I look then at the top 5, and we could see a separation. 16 events, really 1/8 of the way through. So there's still a lot more story to be told, but
The stage has been set.
the stage has been set. Take a picture of this, ladies and gentlemen, because we have ourselves a narrative. That was event 2 of the Marble League. We'll see you guys next time for event 3. Rob, what do the folks have in store?
Oh, I can't wait, baby. It's one of our all-time favorites. We're going to funnel endurance. How long can you stay in the swirly swirl? Catch it. Or Rangers looking great on the podium. They certainly seem like
No strangers.
They feel like they belong there.
No strangers.
No strangers, just Rangers.
That was perfect.